So today we are focusing on cultivating strength. So obviously strength is internal, it's external, it's relative. But we're going to be exploring how we can find strength within our bodies so that we can give our minds and our hearts strength. We have entered Mercury Retrograde. We have a solar eclipse on Sunday, and it's the Summer Solstice. So lots going on in the cosmos, a lot of transformation, a lot of opportunity for us to really harness that strength, internal and external. So we're going to begin by laying down on our mats. And we're going to bring our knees up to a 90-degree angle, and then extend your arms out to the side. And then we're gonna take a deep inhale, and exhale, float your knees over to the right side, and then turn your head to face over to the left side. And just coming into your body here, melting down into the earth, finding your own rhythm of breath here, just giving your body some gentle breathing. Allowing the neck and the head to relax over to that left side. Take a deep inhale. We're gonna bring our knees back up to center, and exhale, allow the knees to float over to the other side, and then look over to that right hand. Maybe start to cultivate or think about an intention you want to bring into this practice. Maybe a way that you want to cultivate strength within this practice, within this moment. Maybe noticing if some of the postures feel a little challenging, maybe how you can allow yourself to soften and offer yourself breath and grace. Taking a deep inhale, we'll bring the knees back up to center. Go ahead and exhale. And then we're just going to move the knees like we just were, but coming into a bit of a flow. So moving them over to the right side, and then using the abs to lift them back up to center, and then over to the left. And we're just gonna move through this. So keeping the palms rooted on the earth, keeping yourself really anchored. And we're really just focusing on the abs moving us through this. Keeping the hips squared and centered as much as possible, so not allowing your body to float too much to one side. Just a little bit of a rotation. Breathing here. And really keeping those knees at a 90-degree angle every time you come up to center. Hugging the belly into the spine. Maybe looking up to the ceiling. And then we'll go ahead and meet in center, keeping the knees at a 90-degree angle. And we're just gonna grab right behind the knees on the thighs, and we're just going to roll ourselves up, coming to boat pose. So extending the spine upwards, allowing the shoulders to roll back. We'll hug in the belly here, and using the core to hold ourselves up, we're going to extend the arms out to the side. Again, the knees are at that 90-degree angle, and we're just going to do some pulses with the hands. You can start either facing up or facing down. I'm facing my palms down, and then I'm just pulsing the hands. Breathing here. Really challenging yourself to sit up as straight as you possibly can. We're really balancing on the sit bones here. Breathing. Maybe you are feeling a little shaky. We're just warming up the body, warming up the abs. And then let's go ahead and flip the palms, whichever way you have them. We'll do the opposite. Pulsing. And anytime you feel your body start to slip, just come back up using the abs. Putting a lot of focus in our center here. You might even be feeling it a little bit in your thighs. Breathe into that discomfort. And then let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale, we'll extend the legs out in front of us, coming to Tadasana. So sitting up straight with the legs forward, we're gonna inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and we're just going to roll our spines back down onto the mat. Keeping that core engaged, and then allow the arms to float all the way overhead. Maybe stretch the arms, maybe stretch the feet. Take an inhale, and exhale, we're going to roll up. Inhale, and exhale, twist to open up the arms over to the right side. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, lifting the arms overhead to slowly come back down onto our backs. Again, allowing the arms to float overhead. Take an inhale, and exhale, lifting ourselves back up. Inhale, and exhale to open up, twisting to the left. Inhale, coming back to center, and exhale, rolling back down, coming all the way back onto the mat. Inhale, and exhale, lifting up. Inhale, exhale, opening up to the right, twist. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, rolling down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, back up. Inhale, exhale, open up to the left, twist. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, we'll roll down one more time. Inhale those arms overhead, and exhale, coming back up. Beautiful. Then from here, we're just gonna cross the legs and make our way on into a tabletop position. And from here, we're going to find our hands right underneath our shoulders. Our knees are hip distance apart. We're gonna inhale the left arm up to the sky, look up, take an inhale, and exhale, thread the needle underneath that right arm, and then go ahead and place the ear down to the mat. And then we're gonna play with something a little bit different. So we're going to take the right arm and we're going to weave it underneath the left arm. So we're crossing the arms, and then move your forehead to be gently placed down onto the mat. And you might need to adjust the arms a little bit here. But we're gonna keep the belly hugging into the spine and really feel an energetic pull coming out through the hips here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Maybe out the mouth. Inhale. We'll go ahead and come back to center. Unwrap the arms. Inhale the right arm up, reaching up, look up. Exhale, weave it underneath the left arm. Coming into laying down on the mat. And then again, we're gonna take that left arm and weave it underneath the right, and then move the forehead to the mat. Again, maybe adjusting the arms, hugging the belly into the spine. Let's take an inhale here. And exhale, pulling back in the hips. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, we'll slowly make our way back into tabletop. Adjusting the arms once again, right underneath the shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart. And we're just going to move through some cat-cow. So inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, fold, hollowing out the belly. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. And I'm just going to let you move through this. Maybe finding Ujjayi breath here. Finding your own rhythm, breathing into the parts of your body that maybe need a little extra breath. I always encourage expressive movement in this pose if your hips are feeling a little tight, or if the arms are feeling a little tight. But I also invite you to just really come into cat-cow as well. Maybe close the eyes here. We're continuing to cultivate that strength in our core with cat-cow. We've already fired up the belly, and now we're just letting it flow through. And slowly making your way back to a neutral spine. We'll flip the toes and lift the hips up, coming in to down dog. Finding yourself in down dog here. Really rooting through the palms, anchoring through the middle finger and the thumb, and then allowing the upper body to float through the arms. And maybe bend the knees a little bit here. Maybe shake the head no. Shake the head yes. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, so now that we're a little more warmed up and our core is fired up, we're just going to flow a little bit here. So we're going to arch our backs like we're in cat, and we're going to float into plank, maybe walking the hands forward, and then float over the toes to come into plank's full expression. And we're going to lower the knees down ever so slightly, coming into upward dog. Inhale, opening up. And then exhale, bring the hips back into down dog. So flowing through this, keeping the back arch, take an inhale. Exhale, coming into plank, lengthening out the back, and then floating over the toes, lowering the hips, opening up the chest, maybe looking up, take an inhale. Exhale, down dog. I'm gonna do that again. Coming forward into plank, over the toes, lowering the hips. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. One more time at your own pace. Meeting in down dog. Beautiful. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale. And from here, we're gonna inhale, lifting the heels, bending the knees deeply, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, bending at the knees. And then from here, we're just going to slowly roll up. Letting our body stack on top of itself. Letting the neck, head, and shoulders be the last thing to come up. Opening up the palms. Meeting in Tadasana, mountain pose. Really cultivating the strength of a tree here, of a mountain. Rooted into the earth, stable. It's beautiful in this class of cultivating strength to envision a mountain or a tree, and how we as humans who are mobile can cultivate that energy within ourselves to really find that ability to find stability when everything else around us is moving at a fast pace. How can we come to this stillness? Let's take a deep inhale together and exhale. Beautiful. And from here, we're just going to step the right leg back, coming into warrior 2 feet, opening up the arms, opening up into warrior 2. So the heels should be lined up here, and then your hips are rotating forward and your knee is right over the ankle. If you notice that your knee is extending over the toes, time to pull back a little bit. And then if you're feeling any discomfort in your knees here, definitely walk that back foot in ever so slightly. So really finding comfort in this pose. This pose should feel really elongating and strong. Opening up the arms, maybe looking over those left fingertips. And from here, we're going to allow the right arm to rotate back behind us. And then we're gonna straighten that left leg. And then we're gonna bend the knee and allow the left arm to float behind the bent left leg and allow the right arm to float overhead. So it looks like this. Breathing here, maybe looking up. Each time you're going down, looking up at the arm that's reaching up. Allowing the arms to soften, the hands to soften. Finding a little flow here. Again, we're working our cores here, so hugging in the belly. Finding your own rhythm of breath. And then we're going to slowly make our way into side angle pose. So placing the left elbow on the left knee and then allowing the right arm to float overhead, really stretching out through the fingertips here, and then finding a rotation in that upper body to open up the heart. Taking an inhale here. Exhale, you're welcome to explore with opening up the chest a little bit more, or I invite you to play with a bind. So allowing the right arm to grab the inside left hip and maybe play with using that arm to opening up a little bit more. Breathing here. Also, if it hurts your neck a little bit to look up at the ceiling, you can also look down at your left toes. We're cultivating strength here, and that includes finding comfort in these poses for what feels good in your body. And then from here, you might want to walk your back foot in just a little bit, hugging in the belly. We're going to extend both arms out to the side, coming into almost a half circle. Rotating that right shoulder open. You're gonna feel it in your abs here. You might be a little shaky. It also helps to continue to rotate those hips forward. Let's take an inhale and exhale. We're gonna spiral the right toes, coming into crescent, lifting the arms up, keeping that left knee bent. You might feel it in your thigh a little bit here. I know I am. And you might wanna look up, take an inhale. And exhale, we're going to allow the upper body to just float forward a little bit. And then we're gonna inhale back up. Breathing here. Really feeling stable and rooted in that left leg. The hips are squared here. And again, our abs and our torso are really what are moving us here. Breathing into the discomfort. Let's take an inhaling crescent, looking up. And exhale, bringing the arms down, coming into a high lunge, just grazing the mat. We're gonna place the right palm down onto the mat. Inhale the left arm up to the sky, coming into a gentle twist here. Inhale. And exhale, set that left arm down onto the mat. And then we're going to bring the hips back, straightening that left leg. And then we're going to spring to the top of the mat, coming into forward fold. Take an inhale here, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold, micro bend in the knee. Inhale, open the arms up to the side, coming back up. Reaching the arms to the sky, take an inhale and exhale. Drop the arms to the side, meeting back in Tadasana. Catching our breath here. Feeling that stability, that rooting. And we're going to move through that same thing on the other side. So stepping the left leg back this time, opening up the arms, coming into warrior two. Again, rotating those hips forward, finding your strength in this stance here, looking over the right fingertips. Take an inhale and exhale. We're gonna straighten that front leg and bring the left arm behind us, reaching the right arm up. Inhale and exhale, bending that knee, allowing the right arm to come behind and back up. You know the drill, same thing as the other side, and I'll let you flow through this. Again, maybe looking up, allowing some movement in the arms and in the hands. Maybe give yourself a little smile. And then from here, we'll slowly make our way into side angle pose, allowing the left arm to float overhead, placing that right elbow on the right knee. Take an inhale here, and exhale, maybe open up. And then I invite you to come into the bind if you did on the other side. If you did not, just stick with what you did on the other side. Grabbing that inner thigh, we'll take another inhale and exhale, sinking into this, opening up, maybe bending the knee a little deeper. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Let's lift both arms out to the side. Hugging in the belly here. Maybe walking the back foot in a little bit. And then extending those arms out to the side. It's okay if you're a little shaky. Breathing here. Allow the shoulders to roll away from the ears. Maybe looking down. We'll take a deep inhale. And exhale, coming into crescent, spiraling that back leg, lifting the arms up. Maybe look up. And exhale. We'll move the torso forward, hovering over that knee. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Now this side might feel a little different. It's totally okay. Honor that. Finding your own rhythm of breath. Breathing into the discomfort. And then coming up to crescent, we'll take an inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the fingertips to the mat. Maybe elongate that left leg out a little further. Place the left palm on the mat. Inhale the right arm up. Reach up. Exhale, bring that right arm down. And then we're going to lengthen that right leg, bending the left knee, and then popping back up to forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend in the knee. Inhale, arms out to the side. And exhale, coming to Tadasana. Let's take a deep inhale together. And exhale it out. Let's do one more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, we're just going to move through Surya Namaskar A, sun salutation, as we are welcoming in summer and the summer solstice. Inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or hop to plank, floating over the toes, bringing the belly into the spine. We'll take a beat here, take an inhale. And exhale, chaturanga, bending the elbows, lowering down, coming up to upward dog. Take an inhale. And exhale, down dog. Let's take a deep inhale here. Exhale out the mouth. One more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we'll lift the heels off the mat. Bend the knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold, micro bend in the knees. Inhale, coming all the way up, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Let's feel the heartbeat for a moment here. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe send a little breath into the heart space. And we'll inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold, moving through Surya Namaskar A one more time. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or hop, coming into plank, bending the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Let's take 4 deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. We're gonna do 3 more like that. I'll let you do them on your own. Beautiful. Coming back into down dog here. Maybe you feel like you want to shake the head out again. Maybe shaking it no, shaking it yes. And from here, we're just going to walk the hands and feet together just a teeny tiny bit. So baby steps closer together, still remaining in down dog. Give a little micro bend in both knees. And then we're gonna take the right hand and we're going to grab the left ankle and then pulling the ankle with your right hand, you're just going to open up, looking underneath your armpit. Again, really feeling rooted through the palm that's on the mat here and really allowing the right hand to pull you underneath. Exploring what this sensation feels like. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale. Maybe open under that elbow a little bit more. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release. And let's go ahead and bend both knees, kind of stepping the feet out a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and do that on the other side. So taking the left hand, maybe walking the palms a little bit closer, putting that micro bend in the knees, and then grabbing that left ankle and really bending the knee. Allow your body to come underneath that armpit. Take an inhale and exhale. Take another deep inhale and exhale, release that ankle. And we're just going to bring the knees down to the mat, opening up, coming into wide-legged child's pose. So the knees are mat width, and we're just going to allow the arms to come overhead, allowing the forehead to come down to the mat. And really sinking in to this nourishing pose here. Maybe you want to rock the head from side to side. Just allowing the heartbeat to slow down a little bit here. The nervous system to come to stillness. And then from here, keeping the knees open, we're just going to walk the arms to the right side. Keeping the palms on the earth, we're just going to pull back in that right hip, feeling a little stretch here, allowing the forehead to come back down to the mat. Breathing here. Take a deep inhale and exhale. We'll go ahead and walk our hands to the other side. Really pulling through that right hip this time. Allowing the forehead to come down to the mat. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, walking the hands to center. We're just going to slowly walk the hands up. And then bringing the knees together, we're just going to drop the hips down onto the mat and extend the legs out in front of you. And then we're going to bring the palms facing towards us, behind us on the mat. And we're just going to play with a reverse plank. So we cultivated all this strength in our core. And now we're going to use our hips and our core to lift our whole bodies up, maybe allowing the neck and head to float back. So let's do that together. So take a deep inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, holding here. Take a deep inhale and exhale, bring the hips down. And then we're going to place the bottoms of the feet on the mat, keeping the palms where they are. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So lifting the hips up, maybe walk the feet out a little bit further so that they're hips distance and parallel to each other. Lifting the hips up, hugging in the glutes. Maybe allow the neck and head to float back. We're just going to do some pulses with our glutes. Breathing here. Giving our butt, our butt muscles a little attention. Take a deep inhale, really hug these muscles in. And exhale, lower down. Extend the legs out in front of you. And we're gonna slowly roll back down onto our mats, meeting in our final resting pose, Savasana. Now I invite you to do any last minute stretches that you feel like you might need to do. If you need to hug in the knees into your chest, maybe roll the ankles, or if you feel like you need to do another twist, I invite you to explore whatever you think you need here. If you need to give the arms a little love, letting out any remaining energy that's in the body before we come to our resting pose. And then after you have let out any remaining stretches that you need, relax down into Shavasana, getting as comfortable as possible. Taking a deep inhale. And maybe exhale out through the mouth, allowing this breath to flow over your whole body. Maybe close the eyes now. Notice any thoughts that are maybe coming to the surface. And replace those thoughts with breath. Maybe coming back to an intention that you set at the beginning of class. Taking a moment to honor that intention that you allowed flow through you. And as we move into this new season, how can we cultivate the strength of a mountain, the strength of a tree? How can we extend our roots to grow and extend, to nourish and to cultivate an even deeper strength within ourselves and the world at large? Take a deep inhale and exhale. Maybe wiggle the toes. Maybe wiggle the fingertips. Maybe come to lay in the fetal position on your side, keeping the eyes closed. And whenever you're ready, you can meet me in a cross-legged position, or always welcome to stay laying down, whatever your body feels it needs right now. Flipping the palms to face upright on the knees. Just breathing here together for a couple more moments. I invite and honor the light in you and the light that surrounds you. As we enter a season of light and sunshine, may it shine down upon us. May it shine through us. And may it guide us on our path and our journey of transformation and exploration. And may it help us in cultivating that strength within ourselves. Thank you for practicing with me. I so deeply cherish you and am grateful for you. Namaste.